Ukrainian officials say an agreement to share Ukraine's mineral wealth with the US has been reached, and President Donald Trump expects Zelensky to visit the US this week to sign it. However, speaking in Kyiv on Wednesday, Zelensky described the deal as a framework and stressed that he wants security guarantees included, whereas Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov dismissed the idea of peacekeeping troops in Ukraine, calling it deceit. On Tuesday, Trump said any future peace deal in Ukraine would likely require some form of peacekeeping. Meanwhile, a 1.5-month-old baby girl has died in Gaza City due to freezing temperatures and Israel's blockade preventing shelters from entering, according to a verified video shared by an activist. Dr. Muna al-Bash, Director General of the Palestinian Health Ministry, confirmed her death, stating that 7 children have now died from the cold in recent days. Dr. Al-Bosch urged international and UN institutions to take immediate action to protect Gaza's children from the effects of the ongoing war. Rwanda has criticized the UK's decision to suspend some aid, calling it punitive. The UK says the move is in response to Rwanda's support for the M23 rebel group, which has seized parts of Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo in a violent conflict. Rwanda previously denied backing M23 but now argues that fighting near its borders threatens its security. The conflict has killed over 7,000 people and displaced hundreds of thousands since January, according to DR Congo's government. The UK, citing the critical humanitarian situation, said it would halt bilateral aid to Rwanda except for funds meant to help the poorest and most vulnerable. And lastly, on global news, Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch has challenged Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer over the UK's planned increase in defence spending, which Starmer says will rise by £13.4 billion by 2027. The Prime Minister announced that aid funds will be reallocated to boost military spending to 2.5% of GDP, following pressure from US President Donald Trump for European allies to contribute more. Starmer is set to visit Trump at the White House to discuss Ukraine. During Prime Minister questions, Badenoch questioned the exact amount of the increase, noting that Defense Secretary John Haley suggested it was £6 billion in real terms after inflation. Starmer defended the £13.4 billion figure, calling it the biggest sustained defense boost since the Cold War, ensuring security for both the UK and Europe. And that's it from the global scene. Rebecca Goffey reporting for BTV News.